Welcome to Freedom Queen Live. Let's see if we are up and running. Welcome to Freedom Queen Live. Welcome to Freedom Queen Live. If you are live with me today, say hello in the chat. I need to know who is here with me on Freedom Queen Live this gorgeous Monday morning. I look forward to Freedom Queen Live every single Monday. It just blows my mind that for the last 3 years, I've been going live in a Facebook group or in our YouTube channel for almost 3 years. Like that to me is just mind blowing. So let me see if I can get you guys up and running and get the chat here. If you're here with me live, say hello. If you're here with me on YouTube, let's see if I can get this loaded. Okay, let's see if the YouTube is working. I don't see the chat. Okay, the live chat is up. There we go. We've got it working now. Welcome to Freedom Queen Live. Every single Monday, I used to do them when I first started my business at 5 p.m. And the reason I did that is because I always wanted to nurture my community. I always wanted to provide a space for my community where I felt like they could connect with everyone inside of the business, where they could kind of remember who they are, inside of their life. And I felt like not a lot of people were doing that in the online space. And the first time I went live inside of our Facebook group, if you guys are live with me here, okay, you guys are here. Roll call, Irene's here, Amanda's here. Is it the same link? Yeah, same link every single week. Star's here, amazing. You guys are here, you're getting on. Christy's here, good morning. Let me try and send out our email again. We had a little oopsies this morning with the email. But basically, I would go live every Monday to build community and connect with people. And I didn't see a lot of people doing it because honestly, a lot of people, what they want is a quick fix. And while I do believe and have experience that you can be extremely successful in a short amount of time, I also believe and have experience that it does take time. And when you really lead your community and you're consistent and you show up every week, even if it's for 10 minutes, or some weeks, today's Freedom Queen Live might be a little bit shorter than usual Freedom Queen Lives. Even if you're shortening or you have to show up in a different way, it's still really powerful for your community to see you show up consistently over and over again. So I see Remy's here. Okay, everyone is here. Awesome. The roll call, we have arrived. And so I want you to put it in the chat. How many of you are in the membership, have access to the membership? How many of you have access to our Make Money membership? Put a yes in the chat if you do. So the Make Money membership, inside of that program, we have the app, right, where everyone can log in to the Freedom Queen app. When you get inside, there's something called in the Freedom Queen app, the community chat. And the community chat inside of the membership is the place where you can plug into the community every single day. You can plug in, sometimes I'm in there. Sometimes it's other people inside of the chat. Paula's in the membership. Welcome, Paula. And you can connect with one another. And I decided in the month of December to do something called Freedom Queen, or it's called 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas. In 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas, what we're doing is every single day, we're highlighting a member inside of Freedom Queen. And these are people that really stand out to me and have so much value to provide to you. And they're going to be teaching you things that they've learned inside of Freedom Queen, but they're also going to be teaching you things that they are uniquely good at. And so what I want you to do this week, if you are a Make Money member and you have access to the community chat, is number one, make sure that you have the app on your phone, because the chat's so much easier. You can also drop audio messages. And what you're going to be able to do in the membership is respond to all of the facilitators that are coming in, the guest speakers, ask them questions, be able to talk with them and get real-time coaching every single day for 12 days inside of Freedom Queen in the membership. How crazy is this? So I want you to be super active and make sure that as you go into the rest of 2023, that you're showing up for yourself. And the reason I'm talking to you about this today is because I'm going to have the most luxurious Christmas, and I'm sure you are as well. I'm going to be with Robbie's family in New York, my family in Florida. I can't wait to share this with you all, but we're about to close on the house in Costa Rica. We're going to be moving in there. And I'm going to have the most restful, luxurious, space-free calendar, like really just being so present with family during Christmas time. And also, simultaneously, we're going to make the most money that we've ever made before. And the reason I'm saying this to you is because I see a lot of people go, well, December is going to be my lowest cash month. How many of you, just put a yes in the chat if you're worried that December is going to be small for you, or come Christmas time, no one's going to buy? How many of you are worried about that? I'm checking the chat here. Pearl says, are these live calls with the guest speakers, or are they in the chat? They're going to be doing trainings, audio trainings for you inside of the chat, where you can throughout the day get real-time coaching with them. So rather than having a daily call, it's all inside of the community chat, where they're going to be sending you audio messages and trainings where you can go back and forth. And so the reason we're doing 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas is because I know what is actually available for you at the end of 2024 or 2023. Last year, I had the most amazing Christmas ever. And it was also our highest cash month ever in business. And I wasn't even on, like I barely showed up. I didn't have any calls. We didn't do Freedom Queen Live. We didn't do these things, but I still showed up for the business and for myself. And what I want you to be able to do at the end of December is to pattern into your body and in your life this feeling of being in it, this feeling of being all in on the business. You know, you're not half butting it. You're not kind of sitting back and going, well, I had my run in 2023 and it's the end. I want you to go deeper. I want you to go into yourself, your soul, the business, the community even more. And a part of Freedom Queen, we talked about this in the challenge, is your ability to show up with discernment, your ability to decide what that looks like for you to show up. Because at the end of 2023, I might be doing some bonus things, maybe a little Freedom Queen party, things like that. But that doesn't mean you have to do it that way. And a true pioneer is able to discern. A real Freedom Queen is able to discern what it actually is that she wants to be doing. So I want you to think about, how can you be more all in for the rest of 2023 that works best for you, especially around the holidays. I just got off with a VIP member. And a VIP member is someone who is in our membership, but she upgrades to 15-minute bi-weekly calls with me where we plug in. And she's in the chat here, so maybe she'll say something about this. But what we were talking about is how I said to her, December, actually more people want to buy, because in December, number one, you're preparing for 2024. Right? Everyone's getting excited for the new year. Everyone's like, okay, I want to go big. I'm doing 10 million next year. You're doing however much you're doing next year. Like, my health is going to be on point, another level. Everything's really big. And in Freedom Queen, we actually follow through on what we do, right? So we're not like other people where they're like, I'm going to set my goal for the year and not going to happen. Like, no, like we actually do what we say we're going to do. And another thing about this time of the year is that people are kind of like hanging out. You know, they're with their families, they're on the couch, they're kind of chilling. Hey, Emmanuel, Lanisha's here. They're kind of like, Lanisha's here. They're kind of like doing their own thing. And people are scrolling on social media and thinking about what they want to do in 2024. So I don't want you to believe that people aren't buying. I would actually argue that people are buying more. And a lot of people kind of wait to the end of the year to decide how they're going to kick off 2024. And I want you to use this to your advantage. Everyone's at home with Aunt Sally, or they're in their childhood bedroom doing whatever. And they're like, oh my God, I need to be plugged into something bigger. So if you give your community the opportunity to be plugged in and be a part of the community, and while Aunt Sally's in the kitchen and they don't want to talk to Aunt Sally, you're hosting a party, you're dropping a free training or passive programs, passive things you're selling out, and they can stay plugged into that. That's huge. Because I don't know about you, but one of the things that I used to struggle with in business is during the holiday season, when I would go home or just be around, not entrepreneurs, I would get afraid. I used to have this problem where I would be afraid of being around people that weren't entrepreneurs all the time, because I know who you are, who you surround yourself with. And so in my everyday life, I'm plugged into you guys. I'm plugged into me. I'm plugged into what I'm doing. But then you get around other people, and I used to worry that by being around these people that I would become like them. And what that really was just an indicator for me. And if you ever feel like that, I really encourage you to come back home to you and how strong you are in yourself. And then consciously, so I'll share with you what I do in the holiday season when I'm around different beliefs or opinions, or maybe there's different political views, or whatever, spiritual views. I make a point, no matter what I'm doing during the holiday season, to take care of me and fill up my cup. And so what that looks like on the ground for me is like, even when I'm with family, how can I work on my health? How can I move my body at least one time per day, even if we're doing something different, like going for a walk, or just even in the room, like doing some yoga and some planks. Like, I need to feel strong in my body. And then something else I do whenever we have downtime is I'll stay plugged into like a book or a podcast, or I'll remove myself and go outside. I'm super affected by the people that I spend time with, and maybe you are as well. But what I've found is through continuing to fill up my own cup, even when, I'm around people with different opinions and things, that makes such a big difference for me. And so if that makes a big difference for me, imagine what it makes a difference for you and for your customers in your community. So one thing I always know is at the end of this year, number one, I'm going to be all in my business, what that looks like for me. Are you going to be all in and plugged in for your business? Listening to trainings, filling up your own cup. Number two, how are you going to provide community and connection for your customers when maybe some of them are going to be going through a really hard time in the holidays? Sometimes the holidays for people aren't actually this really joyful, fun thing where we're having hot cocoa by the fire and it's snowing, or wherever your family lives. Sometimes you're not even with family, you're alone. And so I think it's really beautiful to be able to provide spaces and communities for people during the season where maybe people feel more isolated than ever before. Can you be as we talked about in the Freedom Queen Challenge, can you be the pioneer that says, you know what, I'm going to be the one, you're going to be the one that creates spaces for people. You're going to create the family gathering, and in whatever way that looks like. I'm throwing 2 parties for my community. Yes, Freedom Queen Party. I'm claiming it. Remy says that was me. I was like, I will start again in January. And now after my call with Bridge, I'm like, we have 4 weeks left. LFG. Yes. I'm like, there's endless opportunities. Leave Sally Sue cooking whilst you're in the lounge buying your next program. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I want you to really be cognizant of this and just think about it like, okay, people are humans. How can I be the one that provides the fun holiday space for them, whether it's holiday parties, a New Year's party? Like, what if you did a New Year's Eve ball drop party? People will come to these things. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I should do one. A holiday party, a connection party, the time between Christmas and New Year's when everyone's like, what is happening? It's like, can you host the in-between party? Get creative with yourself. And this is something I talked about in the challenge, was opening up your creativity. There are no rules in business. Like, you can create whatever it is that you want to create inside of your business. I really encourage you to be the one that pioneers the community and then leads them and embodies the vision for 2024. Oh my God, all of the Freedom Queen Challenge is so relevant today. And so inside of the membership, we're doing 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas, where I want you, so there's 35 people watching right now. I'm not sure if all 35 of you are in the membership, but if you are inside of the Make Money membership, I want you to be at the most plugged in that you've ever been plugged in before. Like just when you think you're enough plugged in, get more plugged in inside of the Freedom Queen community. Open up the community chat every single day. I will be inside of the community chat every day and go, okay, I'm going to respond. I'm going to, drop an emoji on someone's message. I'm going to send them an audio message. If one of the facilitators that comes in during 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas and asks you, do you have a question? Be the first one to ask a question. Be the first one to, say, hey, can you deepen this? Because the more plugged in you are in these types of spaces, the bigger your business is going to grow. And I've seen this a lot. I think a lot about Lena. Lena inside of the Make Money membership, she's just messaged me in Instagram. She's having one of her highest months ever in business. And she is so plugged into the community. That is not by chance. That doesn't just happen. She's plugged in, she's connected to the system, to the people. It's like Remy and I got off our call today and she's like, all right, LFG, I have 4 weeks left. So stay plugged in to the app every single day, asking questions. And let me see if I can pull up who we have kicking us off tomorrow inside of the Freedom Queen Challenge. Does anyone, let me just take a look here. Who we have kicking us off tomorrow inside of the Freedom Queen, 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas. Let me just have a look here inside of our app. Oh, I can just pull it up on my phone. Because you're going to be blown away by these speakers. So if you're inside of the app, what you do is you go to attend a live call, and you'll see there that we have the 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas. And what we did is we created an event that recurs every single day. It's a recurring event for 12 days. And today I'm going to be kicking us off in the Freedom Queen community chat. I'm going to be talking to you about how this is going to work over the next 12 days. And then tomorrow we'll have one of our first speakers coming in. Oh, I'm going to announce the guest speaker list today, and every single day. And we have people, all different types of people, teaching you sales, teaching you manifestation, and teaching you health, like all different types of things that are going to help you build your $1 million movement. So put a yes in the chat if you can plug into the community chat every single day. If you're like, okay, I'm in, I can do this. I'm going to plug in every single day. I'm going to utilize the space. I'm going to stay connected, because I want to leave you with this before we end Freedom Queen Live today. Last year, December, I decided that I was going to just go buck wild for the rest of 2022. And because I did that, I not only went buck wild in terms of how I was showing up online, I also did it in my personal life. Like last year was probably the best Christmas of my life. And this year will be as well. I was with my family. I was with my brother in Colorado. I was with Robbie's family in New York. And then we flew to Thailand. And I really took Christmas and the holiday season to another level. I didn't, burn out. I didn't give myself not time to be present with my family. I was so present with them. And I was so present with myself. And I had one of the best Christmases of my life. And that's the same thing I'm going to be doing this year, but with a whole new level of embodiment of Freedom Queen. And what that did was incredible, because when I went into January of this year, January was like $98,000 cash and $100,000 sales month. And February was $100,000 sales month and $90,000 cash. And March was $100,000. Like we've been doing $100,000 sales months pretty much every single year, or $100,000 cash months pretty much every single month of the year. And I know that is a result of the effort that I put in December. I didn't go into December and say, I'm going to burn myself to the ground and not be present with family. I said, I'm going to be so present with family. I'm going to have the time of my life. I'm going to be so much fun. I'm going to be a ball of energy. I'm going to rest. I'm going to get Robbie and my family the best gifts. I'm going to get myself the best gifts. I'm going to spend time with family. We're going to go to the mountains of Colorado. I'm going to be present with them. And also, I owe it to myself to show up for the business, because I know that the work that I do now will create a ripple effect in 2023 at the time. And I want to share that lesson with you, because it's the same. If you want to go into 2024 with people buying daily, with, all of your programs selling out, you want Q1 to be one of the greatest quarters of your year, which Q1 was huge for us this year. Do the work now. How can you be more present now? How can you be showing up for your community now? How can you be the one that pioneers the big event? How can you be bolder in your messaging now? Don't wait to January. If anything, train your body, your soul, pattern it in your soul to show up as someone who you don't need 2024 New Year's resolution. Today, what's today's date? Monday, December 11th of 2023 was your New Year's resolution. Plus, time isn't real anyways, and the calendar's made up. So what if today was the day where you were like, I'm in, I'm all in this, absolutely 100%. Freedom Queen, I want to leave that with you today. And let me come into the chat here and see what's going on. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I will be in there daily, Pearl says. Hi, hello, everybody. Yes, I'm in. Hey, Kate. Is the community chat free? How do we access? So the community chat is a part of our Make Money membership. Now, the doors, or I call them the gates for the Make Money membership, do I see Irene? Also, Irene, welcome to the headquarters. Irene joined the headquarters. Who else joined the headquarters over the weekend? We had 17 people by the headquarters this weekend, which is crazy. It might even be more. But the Make Money membership, it's $97 a month, but actually the gates are closed right now. So you have to get on the wait list for the membership. We're not going to open up the membership until next year. And what we're doing now is we're doing opening periods. And so you really have to make sure that you're on the wait list and watch for when we're going to open the gates again. We'll keep the gates open for about a week in the new year, and then we're going to close them again. So put your name on that email list. You'll get notifications about when the program is going to open again. And as soon as the gates open, you want to run into the membership, and then we close them again. So make sure that you get your name on the wait list for sure. We're not opening it. The gates have already closed, but you have to get on the wait list to get in next. Irene joined the headquarters. I'm so excited, Irene, to support you over the next 6 months. Like, Irene, you are someone who is absolutely extraordinary. I've always seen that in you. And I was saying that to a couple other people this morning. Like, I can just see it in certain people that you're someone really special. So I'm really excited to have you inside, and everyone else is already in the headquarters. Like, gear up, we're revving up, and we're riding even bigger. So Freedom Queen, I love you so much. Irene, so stoked for you. If you're in the membership, log into, I'm going to put it in the chat here. Log into the community chat there. If you're already a member, you'll just be able to log right in. If you're not a member, you won't be able to sign up. Go ahead, and if you're not in the Make Money membership, get on the wait list. So when we open the doors again next year, you'll be able to get right in. And headquarters clients, welcome to the headquarters. If you guys want to join the headquarters, send me a message on Instagram. We're still doing an enrollment period for that right now. So welcome to the headquarters, everyone. All 17 people that joined, which is huge this week. That's a lot of people that joined, and I'm just so excited for all the moves that you guys are making. Okay, Freedom Queen, I love you so much. Every single Monday, we meet here at 11 a.m. Eastern. And next Monday, I might be live streaming Freedom Queen Live from our newest Freedom Queen headquarters, which would be the house that we just purchased in Costa Rica. So I'm not sure if we'll be there next Monday, but we'll definitely be having a party, a Freedom Queen party inside of the house. Okay. I love you all so much. Be all in, especially if you're in the membership for the rest of this year, and especially during 12 Days of Freedom Queen Christmas. This is your biggest month ever. Okay. Bye, everyone. I'll see you next